I am so excited about this new show. If you read the title, you know what I'm gonna watch. This show, when I watched the trailer, I wasn't really so sure whether I was interested in it. So that's why I decided when it came out, it was still before my hiatus. I was like, nah, I'll just put it on hold for now. I wasn't like convinced right away to watch it. But then I heard all these stories. A lot of people were really praising the show, how good it was. And while I was in Japan during my hiatus, like everywhere around me, it was like full with that show. So there was no way I could avoid it, completely. I haven't watched a single thing yet, so I have no idea what story is about. I have seen a couple of the characters already, and I know a few of their names, and maybe some of the things I've seen can be considered as spoilers. But aside from that, I haven't watched any of like small clips even on YouTube, so everything is completely new for me. I'm gonna jump into this show with a complete blank like mind. I have no idea what to expect. So I think I did well with avoiding the show while I was in Japan because like it was all around me, even like on billboards, on like shops. It was full with advertisements for the show. And also the opening, like the opening song was hugely popular, so I heard it everywhere. And I really liked the song, so that's not the problem, but it's not gonna be a surprise for me when I go into this show and see the opening for the first time. I haven't seen the visuals yet. I only know the song, so that's still a bit of a surprise factor for me. Anyways, I just heard so many good things about the show, and I don't know, like, was it for Crunchyroll? I think it was for Crunchyroll that called this show like the best series of the decade. I don't know if it was Crunchyroll or something else, but I was like, okay, I don't know if it's really the best show of the decade, but still being given that title, I think it just shows how good this show is. So yeah, I'm just really excited and cannot wait to start this journey with you guys. So yeah, today I'm gonna be watching the very first episode, and yeah, I just cannot say anything further than just being super excited about it. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. So let's go. Alright, I'm ready, so I'm gonna start the episode in 3, 2, 1, go. Oh wow. I know that that girl is called Nezuko, like, I see her name pop up everywhere. Was this is this like a flashback, like what happened before he walked away with Nezuko? Aww. He's like the reliable big brother. It's really cute. Aww. Everyone wanna be just as reliable. Okay, yeah, this is probably what happened before the scene we saw at the very beginning. Yeah. Oh no, I don't like the sound of that. Ooh, I have a bad feeling about this. Especially since saw the like that very first scene. Why sniff it? Whoa, does he have does he have a like a really good nose? Okay, interesting. We're getting to know the main character. We're getting to know what kind of person he is. Yeah, so he has a great sense of smell. Ugh. I don't like how he says that. The demons will come out. That's why the show is called Demon Slayer. There will be demons, I guess. The demon hunters. Okay, so there's this kind of like profession where like a group of people that they call demon hunters. I smell blood. Uh-oh. Oh no. I'm scared. Oh no 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 no. Oh shit, this shit is brutal. Oh no, they didn't censor anything. There's blood everywhere. And that's when we are back to the present. He's shit. Oh no. That just mean he had to check everyone whether they were still alive. In that bloodbath, he had to check whether there were still like any survivors. Otherwise, he wouldn't know that it was just Nezuko that's still breathing. Oh shit! There was something weird with Nezuko. Oh shit! Yeah, it's like she's possessed. Oh no. Okay, yeah. Mhm. There's one more scene. Oh shit! Oh. Oh. Oh shit! That must be one of those demon hunters. Destroy demons. Oh wow, he's fast. Oh, like I understand where they're both coming from, but this situation is just really complicated. Just oh well, yeah, like exactly. Like I feel like he just has to let it out first before he can move on. Even though this might not be the perfect moment or situation because Netsuko is still like being half demon, but oh my gosh. Ooh. Oh wow. Okay. Right. He wasn't holding anything at that point. Oh, even in her demon form, she's protecting her brother. Shit. Just knocking her out. That's probably the best for now. Right, and that's when she got that thing um, for her mouth. Oh, okay. Oh, she still have like the memories? Like, are her memories still intact? Like, does she know and realize that it was their family they just buried? I don't know what her state of mind is right now. So uncruel. No, was this already the first episode? But this, yeah, this the famous opening song. Okay, let's see the visuals because I've heard the song like countless of times, but I have never seen the visuals. Oh my god. and is this the ending right away? Or it is just a soundtrack? It could be both. Anyways, oh, I don't know where to begin. Let's just calm down for now, and I'll just collect my thoughts first before I start my commentary. Because man, this episode was intense. But I hope you guys can see from my expressions that I am really excited right now. And also slightly emotional. But so let's calm down first. So that was the very first episode of Demon Slayer, or Kimetsu no Yaiba in Japanese. It was amazing. It was way better than I expected. And now I'm just mad at myself and like, why did you wait so long? So why did you take such a long time to react to this? Yeah, I don't understand myself in that aspect. Like, I should have watched this way earlier, maybe probably when it came out. But the positive thing is now I can do proper reactions to it, because in Japan I didn't really have the time for it. Now I can finally take the time to do proper reactions to it and just give you guys the opportunity to just watch these series again. So yeah, this was the very first episode, and it went by in a flash. Like, it was so fast. When it ended, I was like, wait, it's already over? It felt like we were just 5 minutes in, but yeah, it was already the end of the episode, and maybe it felt so fast because so many things happened. We started off with that scene where Tanjiro was walking with Nezuko on his back through the snow. And then we had that small flashback of what happened moments earlier, or the night earlier. We got to see Tanjiro with his family when they were still maybe not the richest family, but still a really happy family. He had a very sweet mother from what I could see in that short amount of time. And he had all these siblings that really looked up to him. He was like the big brother of the family, and they all respected him for that. And we also saw that, like, when he was walking through that town to sell the coal, all these people recognized him. They were like, hey, can you help me with this? Hey, can you help me with that? So yeah, he was also greatly respected in the village, and everyone seemed to know him. He just seemed like a really popular guy. So in the first few minutes, we already got to see what kind of person he actually is. We also got to know that his sense of smell is really great. Like, he could smell a cat on that broken plate. I think it was a plate. His sense of smell is like almost on the same level as animals, because he could even smell the difference on Nezuko, and also like he sensed that there was a different smell that he didn't recognize among his family. And I'm really surprised because they were all drenched in blood, so I'm still like surprised he could distinguish all these different smells even within that, because blood has a really strong smell, right? So I'm really impressed by it. So yeah, then we saw what happened to the family. It was really brutal. I am really surprised by the amount of blood that they're really showing in this show. They're really not holding back, and I kind of appreciate it. They're not going to make it seem less brutal by decreasing or holding back on the amount of blood they're painting on it. And also because it's so bright red, it really stands out. Also with the faces of his family that was already dead, like, they didn't make it seem like they died peacefully. No, they were killed brutally, so they're also showing that in their dead bodies, which I thought that was really well done. So that's when we shifted back to the moment where he was walking with Nezuko, and that's where she turned into the demon. And we know right away, Tanjiro is a really quick thinker. He's really good at analyzing things he sees on the spot. Like, he noticed that Nezuko wasn't covered in blood around her mouth or hands, coming to the conclusion that she wasn't the one who killed the family. Also because she was covering one of his brothers, so he knows she wasn't the one. And just to be able to analyze that inside his mind on the spot is really remarkable. So I think he's a really quick thinker. And we also saw that in his fight later on. I'll come to that in a minute, because then that demon hunter guy showed up. I forgot his name. I have to hear it a bit more often. But he instantly, like, he tried to kill Nezuko because he just sees it as a demon, and that equals his target. But then Tanjiro tried to defend him with all his life, and he's not a really skilled fighter. He has, like, probably no experience in that. But even in that situation, the thing we did with his rocks and his axe, that shows that he's probably not skilled in like close combat and stuff and sword fights or any of that stuff, because I don't think he has ever done that. He has never been trained to do that. But still, to be able to move like swiftly, use his surroundings with the trees, and still to put up some kind of fight against that guy, it was really remarkable. And the guy himself was really surprised by Tanjiro's quick thinking and quick handling. And Nezuko also, even in her demon state, saw how much her brother was fighting for her to not get killed, and that's why she also protected him even in her demon state. And that's also what the guy was pointing out, like normally demons would even like devour their families, you know, because they're so hungry and their families are the most nutritious. So for her it would be really, really like hard to not give in to that temptation, you know. She could just go straight for Tanjiro and eat him, but she didn't. Like, you know, she just protected him, and that just shows how strong Nezuko's real spirit is still within her, and she still feels strongly about Tanjiro. And then, like, the demon hunter guy, he just, you know, gave that whole motivational speech to Tanjiro, you know, like, don't be a wimp, like, just don't. You have to step up for yourself in order not to lose something dear to you again, and really fight for the things you want to protect. That's, I think, what the guy was trying to say. I kind of agreed. Like, I understood both sides, you know. Like, Tanjiro just experienced something traumatizing. Like, his whole family got killed. Nezuko, his little sister turned into a demon. How can he stay collected? How can he not just lose his mind? I would lose my mind if that happened to me. Like, I would go insane right on the spot. But just, you know, he cried, and I think, like, it's good to just let it out, you know. It's better than to just keep it in. And I think the demon hunter guy was just trying to push him to just move on, you know. And maybe he was a bit too pushy, you know, just too hasty with trying to push him in the right direction. And I know he really meant it well, but at the same time I also felt like Tanjiro also needs a moment to like collect his thoughts, get to calm down a bit. And I understand that was not the situation because Nezuko was still in her demon state and everything, so it was complicated, and I understood both sides. So for a start of this show, I thought it was perfect. We got to see what kind of character the main character is, we got to see what kind of person Tanjiro is. They were able to manage to tell that in a matter of minutes, so I think that was really well done. And we got to see a few characters, and there are a few more characters introduced. But now we can have an idea of how the story is gonna continue from this point onwards. So I'm just really, really excited to see what's gonna happen and how things are gonna, you know, develop. Also between Tanjiro and Nezuko, of course. Because, like I just said, I'm just wondering how her state of mind is right now. Is she still like, is she totally back to her old self, or is she still like a demon that is just calmed down at the moment, that is just kind of like asleep? So I'm just wondering what her state of mind is. I guess we'll get to see that in the next episode. And yeah, aside from that, I thought the animation, it's really unique, the animation of this show. I already noticed in the teasers, but now really watching this show, I think it's really unique, but still really beautiful, and especially like in the fight scenes, it's gonna be spectacular, and I can't wait to see all these action scenes in this show. And what I was especially surprised by is the quality of the music, these soundtracks. I'm a real sucker for good soundtracks, so whenever a really beautiful emotional soundtrack comes up, it just makes me cry instantly, whether the story is good or not. Like, if the music is on point, then it can already make me emotional. And I already experienced that in the very first episode, and that already tells something. And I really like traditional Japanese music in general, so it also kind of reminded me of Dororo, which I watched last year. But just hearing it back in this show, I'm just really excited. I just need something like this in my life. So I'm really happy that they're just going for this traditional music, and I'm definitely gonna check out the soundtracks right after this. So yeah, those were my thoughts for the very first episode. As you can see, I'm just super duper excited about it. I can finally like understand where all that hype was coming from. So yeah, this is gonna be a really exciting journey, and I just cannot wait to see what's gonna happen next. So that was my reaction, and thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. So if you did, please give this video a thumbs up, and I hope to see you all next time. Bye!